Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to another Flash Hour. A lot to go over this week. We do have the monthly report. I believe we did not go over it last week, so we're going to go over it this week. If you are not familiar with Flash Hour, pretty simple. We let you all funnel in while we kind of banter with State of the Trenches. We move on to Flash Trade Overview, where we highlight some key features throughout Flash Trade that have been going really well. And then we go into what did we get done this week? What did we get done this week is always Anas's favorite. And then my favorite, coming right up behind that, is what's cooking. So that's the best one, in my humble opinion, in the janitor's opinion. All right, so giving a few more seconds for everybody to funnel in. See if Sahib joining in too. Sweet. All right. And then Anas is here.
GM, everyone. Hope I'm audible.
GM, sir. Yep. Sounds good. I know Zahib just said he'll be here in a minute, so. All right. Just to get into this while we wait on Zahib to join, is the state of the trenches. So there's a lot going on as far as like macro, but just wanted to, a lot of noise. So I wanted to just distill it down this week to Solana, block out some of the other drops that might have happened as far as not Anas just dropping off, by the way. But other drops that might have happened this week. So we're going to stay super hyper focused on Solana. But Sol ETFs saw inflows, which is quite surprising considering the macro trend in the crypto sphere. But go ahead.
Yeah, the trend is horrible overall.
Yeah,
it's like we collectively lost more than $2 trillion of market capitalization in the last 3 months. So
yeah. And that's across the board too. That's not just Solana, but yeah, pretty bad. But good news is there are some Solana ETF inflows. So it does still look like there is some interest and institutional interest as well. Institutions are coming in pretty heavy though with products. Charts are looking, definitely rough. I can't argue that one, but the demand for RWAs is growing exponentially. Just wanted to highlight kind of some of the massive players that are moving into the space. You got Wisdom Tree, BlackRock, Ondo, Remora, Xstock, and Prestocks. Prestocks seems to be picking up a little bit of steam as well. So, I mean, with every passing day, we're seeing RWAs are going to be the future. So, and they are 100% here to stay.
I really want to highlight is about the power of blockchains and the way it's transparent and anyone can query anything. Anyone can connect to the blockchain, similar to the rails of internet. The blockchain is internet for finance. So I think that is the reason why we are seeing more acceleration around real world assets. And as soon as any asset comes on to blockchain, anyone around the world can start interacting with it. Similarly, it was like any website that came onto the internet, anyone could just log in and watch the website. So that is what we have with blockchains. And that is what a lot of, big names here are understanding, especially, the folks who are running BlackRock. They have fully understood. And I think I did follow the talks around, the end game of finance around being blockchain. It was said by the CEO, or I don't know who he is, like Larry Fink, who's I think he's the main CEO, the main guy behind BlackRock right now. Yep. So it's very interesting to see the world's largest asset manager to be so much bullish on blockchains. And when we are talking about blockchains, there is only one blockchain that is serving the highest transactions per second and handling the highest volumes. It is Solana, and I think that is going to accelerate as we speak. And we are working
on the highest adoption. Has the highest adoption, which is key. I mean, you could have the fastest, coolest, snazziest thing possible, but if you haven't got any users, It doesn't matter. So right now, Sol is definitely that blockchain. There are,
Yes.
there's others out there, and I'm sure there's tons of arguments as to why they're so great. But Sol's where the people are at.
Yes.
Let's see. Xdocs now yield via Camino. So that was an announcement from Solana Foundation. I guess they facilitated some of that, showing the power of blockchain, being able to earn yield, composability across different protocols. So, I mean, that's really the power of blockchain also. Arkham mainnet privacy. I know privacy seemed to be a pretty good narrative there. A little bit. I thought I was going to stick around longer than it did. And, all of us actually really wanted it to stick around. Still do. So seeing this Arkham mainnet deployment is, music to my ears. Privacy is a human right. Not everybody should have the right to know every single thing that you're doing. Matrix Doc deployed XAUM. It's an institutional 1-to-1 Troy ounce on Solana. So every ounce that you acquire, I guess, through this, it's supposed to be. I don't know how exactly they're going to verify that, but back 1-to-1, just like there's so much gold in Fort Knox, we've got it all. All right. Don't argue with us. You're not allowed to see it either. But that's state of the trenches. Wanted to go over anything else? Did you have any other interesting news around the ecosystem that you wanted to cover? No, it was a little quiet last week. So.
Overall, I don't think there is much on the ecosystem side. It's more on the AI side, and I think what we are seeing is once
an explosion.
There is something that Toli is working on, which is a marketplace for market makers overall, the percolator. So there was a dev who used their AI stuff and brought it to live, and now it's also immutable right now. So basically, I just want to step back first and tell what Toli is building. Toli is building a market structure where the market making is loosely defined. It does not go with the ways of an order book or an AMM or a pool to peer model or prop AMM. It's basically a marketplace where anyone can quote with any style they can. It's a very unique market that he's trying to build, and I understand why he's trying to build, because overall the volumes and the open interest that you're seeing on Hyperliquidity, we really want it to come back on Solana. So we need a very fresh marketplace, and I think that's what Toli is working on, and I just see Zohib coming on. So yeah, Zohib, do you want to share something around Percolator? Your thoughts?
Yeah, let's go.
Solidify those thoughts.
Oh, for sure. Hello, everyone. So yeah, Percolator. I think we've had a lot of discussions around it. Few weeks earlier, a month earlier, when we saw Toli kind of vibe code it and bring it live. I think there's a lot of hype, and there's a lot of fundamental stuff being built out as well. So it's in good proportions. And the thing that we are going to see is the prop AMM model be scaled to a protocol level, where instead of having universal matching engines and universal playbook for people to come in and act as makers, it is going to be super specialized, which is what Percolator instantiates, where it says bring your own market making program, instead of just bringing your own strategy and then working with the existing existing program instructions, trying to optimize your transaction delivery, paying the cost for it. You can just swap that all by having your own maker program, which sits on top of the underlying protocol, which is now, like in Toli's words, called Percolator. And I think we're going to see a lot of interesting use cases arise from this, where in the past, I think we've had a few protocols try peer-to-peer lending sort of a thing, right? Where you define your own terms and then the protocol just facilitates this kind of an exchange. Percolator brings that to perps. It's interesting to see how it all matures. But the idea is bring your own program to come in and market make, bring your own efficient execution logic. So it's not just about like tweaking your market making strategy, Now you got to optimize at the program level how efficient your instructions are, how much of less CUs you're able to consume, and then like still have the bids and asks placed. So that's super interesting
Wow.
to see. Super interesting to kind of observe how it all matures, and kind of not just watch from sidelines, but try and get into the action and see what best we could take from those. So interesting space, and totally as always. If you leave him in a cave, he comes out with something super interesting always.
That's true.
So that's the fascinating part. Props to Toli for like killing it, even at this pace. Like he's got mainnet beta, he's got seeker, he's got so much things up his sleeve, yet the trader in him doesn't die. So yeah, huge props.
Yeah, I genuinely did not know anything about this, so forgive my ignorance, but is this like some sort of I don't even know, like execution layer or something, or is it like some sort of, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's like, it's kind of hard to define, to be honest. Like if you want to give a word,
Almost
it's
like an aggregator?
it's an aggregator for market makers. That's it.
True.
I was
Don't
going
tell
to
me
say,
it's a
it sounds
competitor.
like
I'm
an
not gonna say.
aggregator. I just didn't want to
I'm
be
not.
stupid.
I'm not gonna say it's a competitor to Jupiter, by the way.
Oh, no comment. All right. Yeah, no comment there. I don't want to get myself in trouble. All right. Shit. Let's see. All right. So this is going to be our monthly review. We didn't go over
Yes.
it last week, so I just wanted to quickly go over it this week. Make sure that we cover all the fascinating things that are happening here at Flash Trade. Actually, not last week. I apologize. Last month. Last month was huge. We had a bunch of stuff going live last month, and our numbers exploded. So, and in large part due to RWA, as well as FLP1 performance overall.
I think the performance of FLP2 and the Remora FLP was much better because FLP1 is backed by Sol majorly, and things did crash by a good margin. So I'm not gonna say FLP1 performed so well, but yeah, the
At
real
the
world
end of the
assets-
month, it didn't perform so well. So yeah, you're right. Throughout the month, it was performing well, and then towards the end of the month, everybody knows who's in here, what happened. So yeah, FLP1 fell off, but FLP2 and Remora markets were absolutely cooking. BNB was listed using the flu mechanism. So this flu mechanism is really panning out to be, something that we are super grateful is on Flash Trade, because it's allowing us to list different assets. If you're not aware of how the flu mechanism works, essentially it's just a correlated asset. So flexible lock utilization uses a correlated asset to lock up for the trade. So the underlying asset is not actually BNB, but it would be something like BTC.
Yes, it's BTC. And we I think we missed something here where we also launched XAUT, and everything that is being traded is basically backed by real gold. And after the addition of gold and then backing silver with it, the pool has actually started performing much better. It's already up by more than 12%.
And we expect that to continue for the foreseeable future with metals.
Yes.
Launched the mobile app based on PWA. So if you're unaware, you're able to download it very easily from your phone. If you have an iPhone, you're gonna have to use Safari. But if you're on an Android, they don't strangle you like iPhone does, and you're able to just download it as a PWA app. So it'll look just like your traditional app, and you'll be able to log in with any socials, or if you have the Seeker phone, you can log in on the Seeker phone, and we do have a fix coming very shortly. Introduced price impact fee on certain edge cases. Did you want to expand on that?
Yeah, for sure. So we basically added a new mechanism around charging fees. So basically, on Solana right now, we are seeing some sort of timing games where some validators are not landing the transactions as fast as they should be landing, and there is no predictability around this. most of the devs who are working on high speed stuff at the Solana blockchain understand this. And to make sure we protect our LPs, we added this mechanism where, if a trader were to take advantage of the slowness of the validator and by putting their own trade before the Oracle landing, what we do is we basically fix you to the actual price at that timestamp, which where you were supposed to be filled at, and then the remaining things are charged accordingly.
Yeah, and that was
Let me
because
know
we
if
saw high
you understood. Yeah. It's basically a good protection for LPs and the protocol itself, because as I said, there are some timing games that are being played because now we have more clients, and when you have more clients, you have more distribution and more games being played at the block level.
Yeah, these are at the edges too, so it's most traders won't even see this, but it was a way to protect LPs. So
yes,
but yeah, when you have like bots and high frequency trader systems on flash trades, since obviously we have the SDK and we're fully composable that way, you're able to integrate it across. You can definitely have some games played for sure at the speed they're able to enter and exit trades.
Yeah, we should highlight the SDK improvement. Now it's much easier to interact with the Flash's on-chain program. You actually don't need the UI, and if you have access to any of those interesting AI models, you can just one-shot interaction with the Flash trade programs by installing the Flash SDK.
Yeah, if you're doing the Telegram bot thing too, that's like something super interesting.
I don't think the Telegram bots work very well because we have seen the rise and fall of Telegram stuff. But apart from, because with the AI bots, you can basically have your strategy written by the same AI bot and then have the execution and have a bit more control. But when you're doing through the chat box of Telegram, you don't have that much control.
Yeah.
So that is the reason why we didn't push. Yes, we didn't push much on the Telegram side, but we're gonna push this side where I think I'm also working on a much better, model where your agents or any AI model can basically, even now you can one-shot interaction with Flash, but I think we can make it much more easier. That's what the goal is.
Yeah, 100%. Actually, I was asking AI because there's an internal thing that we did with Telegram, and then I was like, well, I wonder if it would be able to open an AI trading bot. So I gave it all the info it needed, and definitely can. Pretty wild, actually. Sure. Improved the input lag on mobile and addressed the issue of ghost lines on the chart. So that was a big one that was plaguing the system for a while. I pretty much use Flash from mobile, especially when I'm on the go. And yes, I do trade. So yeah, it was definitely plaguing us for a while, but that's been solved. And mobile has like, I don't even know the multiple, but 100x at this point. So mobile is just very, very smooth, and we're still improving it now. So it's not like we've stopped. There's still improvements to be made, and the team is still going after it as hard as they can.
Yep, for sure. Apart from that, I think, I think we're missing some things here. I didn't get to check the monthly review, but I have a feeling we might have missed a couple of things, but yeah.
What's the, there are some things that we did miss. Let's see, improved input lag on mobile. Oh, they did it twice. Fixed problem with the privy certain instances. So just overall improvements. Let's see. Yes, we listed, so we had XAG backed by XAUT. And of course, we did add to the JPY, or it's USD JPY and USD CNH. So Japanese and Chinese currency, inverse pairs. And then, of course, Margin Engine V2. Phase 2 was completely deployed. So that's live. That's flu mechanism. And then we have stage 3.
Yes, I think the flu mechanism is a huge launch that happened in the month of January, and the fruits of that labor is already something that we are enjoying right now with XAUT, BNB, and even the Forex pairs that we added. And this will only overall, expand and let us add more assets on Flash. I think we also did the upgrade that we're going to talk in the coming slides. So yeah, we can move ahead. So
yeah, I was just going to say, wanted to point out we got our pricing engineer here.
Yep.
That's hilarious. Zahib's always coming through with something funny. All right. And yes, next slide. I know you're eager to get to it. This is the, let's see, Pool 2. So FLP2 LP performance. So over time, the performance on this has definitely accelerated thanks to flow mechanism and thanks to the addition of XAUT.
So one thing that we should really highlight around this time is the markets all over crypto and like at large actually crashed during this period of 30 days. And even Bitcoin itself corrected more than 17%, while Solana corrected by more than 35% or 25%. But thanks to the addition of more assets, now LPs and users of Flash are able to hedge these volatile moves by putting their money in things that actually go up over a longer period of times. So that is gold. And even Remora Pool's asset is also up by 6%, although it corrected a bit because there was correction that is happening all around the world. But yeah, this is our plan. We really want to push towards adding more assets, more diverse assets, which gives everyone a chance to make more money, let the market go up or down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool dashboard, by the way.
Yeah, I think we're going to go over it right now.
And moving on to the next slide. What? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I got them backwards. What did we get done this week?
Yep. Yeah, the first thing was playing around with the new Claude model, and I think this was a fascinating thing that it was able to read our on-chain programs, read our ideal, and create this neat dashboard, which is fstats.io, where you can basically check everything that is happening on Flash right now, every position that is open, every LP position, FAF position, performances, like you name it, it's all there. Like even Max, you can also go click the token tab on the top, and you can literally check the amount of USD that is being given out every day. You can check all the stakers, what are they how the value that they staked, the revenue that they've earned, and you can even click every trader's page and see the amount of volumes that they have done. Everything is there, and I think the AI is currently also working to make things much better as we speak. So the idea is to have it all up in a transparent manner. And this is the part where blockchains are great. Like you don't need to like these are not black boxes. These are all on public blockchains. People can build their own dashboards, query the whole data. The ideal is there. The programs are there. Like everything is happening for real. There is nothing that that might be hiding or doing something shady. So that's what I love about building things on blockchains, where what you say is what is happening as we speak.
Yeah, this is really, really well done, by the way. This is exactly what we were looking for, trying to get to with the Dune dashboard, but this just blows it out of the water. If you want information on Flash Trade, there is literally no better little platform to go to. And I mean, I'm blown away by the quality of what this is right here. Like, this is just absolutely perfect. And I extremely appreciate the dark mode, by the way.
The Panda might
Dark
disagree
mode
on
maxi.
that.
Yeah. Me and Panda have discussions on light mode or dark mode, and I'm a dark mode maxi for sure.
Yep.
I like my eyes. You know what I mean? All right.
Yep.
Sorry. Monthly report overview. So we already did that, and then probably one of the largest upgrades for last week is the Anchor upgrade, which had the team, all hands on deck. So
first thing I want to say is, like, even AI could not one shot or 10 shot it. It was just the pricing engineer who did it.
Yeah, I think that was a necessary move, given our full port to Laser or Pit Pro now, and the final sunsetting of our use of Pit Core, or how PitNet feed served us. This is an important or necessary step in terms of scaling. We want to be able to have more assets per pool, which does require a lot of restructuring. And I think that is where the version update was necessary on our end. We were able to kind of pull it off without having anything break in terms of backwards compatibility. Having everything reviewed and moved, it kind of opens the door for us to make preparations for all of the new stuff coming in, with all of these MDs getting merged, and all of the improvements that we see coming from Anza. And I think a lot of new stuff that has come in the marketplace, like Beethoven, for instance, by the Blue Shift guys, and even Jupiter, kind of integrating it for seamless swap route integrations. We don't have to depend on teams and interfaces to be built out and reviewed. We can build our own implementation if it matches the standard. We kind of enjoy the seamless integration into all of the other DeFi protocols. I think that is what prompted us to move to the latest Anchor version, to kind of find support in across the ecosystem. Pinocchio and all of the other improvements are also in the pipeline, but we don't want to rush it, given the enormity of the code base and how big the program is, and all of the moving parts that we have got. I think the ownership upgrade and also the vesting unlocks for FAF and all of the upcoming features benefit a lot from these updates coming your way. And Magic Block as well. Like, this was an essential change to get the underlying compatibility to support the delegation and all of the underlying features required by Magic Block. So finally, the biggest piece coming into place. And yeah, excited to have a lot more in the coming weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, with the Solana upgrades that are coming down the pipeline, the SIMDs, those will also be super awesome to see. FAF Ownership Upgrade. I think we've talked about this quite a bit, but we are moving to a ownership model through the MetaDAO, and that is in the works. It is like right on the cusp. So just a few more things to iron out. So bear with us. I know we've been mentioning it, I think, for about 2 weeks now. So this will be the third week. A bunch of legal stuff and technical stuff on the back end. So we want to make sure everything is rolled out perfectly for all of our FAF stakers. And yeah, it's going along swimmingly though. Anas, any updates from you, sir?
I think
anything to add?
We should have an answer this week. There is some sort of hindrance around moving the LP that we have in Radium towards the AMM of MetaDAO. We'll have it sorted, I think, most probably today. So yeah.
Good. Right on. Yeah. So look for that coming soon.
Yes.
All right. Anything else that you all wanted to cover, since that is the last part of the segment or last part of the slides? Anything you all wanted to add?
Not much. I think overall things are moving very good in the direction they should be moving. And overall, I just want to end this thing where, people don't understand how public blockchains are built, and the approach that we are taking with Magic Blocks and the ephemeral rollup thing is very novel, which is why it has taken us this much time. But
yeah,
as things have developed in the past months, it has only, fortified our direction and made us more confident on the bet that we have taken there, that it is very good bet and it's gonna yield us very interesting results as we head on to deploy it.
Yeah. The other thing is too, is like, as far as like, we're pushing the boundaries of what's possible, and that inevitably takes time. There will always be delays.
It's something. There is a very historical thing around here. Like when we started building on Ethereum, we literally moved from Ethereum to BNB just because we were stuck with the scaling issues of Ethereum. And then when we moved from BNB to Solana, it was for those reasons. And even now, when we are moving, there is a reason to why we are moving. So
yeah.
So that's what we are driving through right now. Like, it's very interesting that we are literally hitting the boundaries of what is possible on the blockchains, and then taking the best path possible
It's the
and
next
growing with
logical
it.
step.
Exactly.
Yeah, the big thing that I just wanted to point out is the novelness of like what we're doing is what I'm saying. So like flu mechanism, funding mechanism, all of this on the pool-to-peer model, we're literally pushing the boundaries of pool-to-peer model. We're innovating in the space of pool-to-peer. So it's, these things take time and we run into roadblocks and then we have to come up with solutions. So but at the end of the day, I mean, Flash Trade is literally pushing forward the perp space with the pool-to-peer model. So look forward to see what comes next for all of you all. Zahib, did you want to add anything else, sir?
Not much. Hard luck for the Magic Block team. They tried to kind of get the ecosystem fund up and do the block allocation or pre-sale kind of a thing. And huge props for them to kind of come out and own their oversight. And then now I think the whole idea is they're gonna fund it by themselves and kind of sunset the ICO or revert it. But yeah, like they've been trying things to accelerate the adoption. And yeah, hard luck. But yeah, huge props to the team for to keep pushing it. And I think persevering, and the markets are tough, and we're gonna give our best shot at making it worth.
I think the best part is when the markets are tough, you build for real people and real things.
So true.
There is no fairy magic here.
Yeah. When the markets are way up, I mean, everything's funded, everything's going Gucci. But when it all collapses, you see who's not wearing any clothes. So
yeah.
Good thing is compute is coming significantly down. Magic Block team is killing it. They're bringing the compute down to sub 500 CUs for commits, which is like 10 data being posted. That's crazy. That's prop AMM level efficiency in just posting raw data, and that's just gonna be mind blowing because commits are the only contention between ephemeral rollups and mainnet. So that's gonna be super efficient, super fast. So really excited to see how it all scales. And I think they're already working on a V2 of the whole deployment engine, the whole ephemeral rollup engine, by the way. So exciting times ahead. And yeah, shout out to the team for keeping on it. And they kind of, they're the best people in the space for that.
Yeah, absolutely. We only work with the best there is. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodbye to you all and just do the outro. All righty. Well, thank you for attending another Flash Hour as we go over what we got done this week and, of course, what's coming down the pipeline. Flash Trade has introduced so many firsts on Solana. It's incredible. There is just a laundry list of firsts that Flash Trade has done across the Solana ecosystem. And there's a lot of novel concepts that we've brought to Solana as well. And we're still pushing it as hard as ever, if not more hard, actually, towards, our goal of becoming the preeminent perp exchange on Solana. And as you can see, week after week, we're bringing you the latest and greatest on what is happening. So if you enjoy Flash Hour, number one, smash the like button. Of course, share this on X so that we can spread the word. And if you're on YouTube, subscribe. We do have a YouTube channel, believe it or not. We're live there now. Leave a like, leave a comment, do all the social stuff. And if you'd like to get more deeply involved in the Flash Trade ecosystem, join our Discord, get involved in the conversation. If you so choose, want to learn a little bit more, there are some really great resources that we just keep delivering week after week. Docs are there. The docs are being built out, weekly. We're constantly updating them to have the most up-to-date information on Flash Trade. And then we have fstats.io that was built by Anas. Props to Anas for getting in the trenches and building out probably one of the most comprehensive dashboards I've seen on any protocol ever. It is extremely in depth. There is just a wealth of information there. So if you're a researcher, you've got everything you need. And if you're just looking to delve into and learn a little bit more about flash trade or need some details around flash trade, that's a great place to go. fstats.io. And we have so much on the block here. There's just so much coming for flash trade. Funding. We're still on phase 3 funding mechanism. That's coming down the line. We got magic blocks, ownership token, and tons of other upgrades that we are going to be doing to the flash trade platform. MWA or Seeker phone upgrade should be out here soon, so you can trade seamlessly on both your mobile or Seeker phone. So this is all coming to fruition very, very quickly. We appreciate you attending another Flash Hour, all 94 of you. And as always, traders, I'll see you in the markets.